Hi guys, so today we're doing this webinar with Jessica. She's going to talk a little bit about her experience here at Holt. I'm going to start by presenting myself. My name is Thomas. I'm from Canada. I speak French and English, and I'm going to major in finance.
Yeah, thank you. Hey guys, I'm Jessie. So I'm a second year student here in Boston. I'm majoring in finance, minoring in computer science and finance, and then doing the joint master's degree with business analytics. So a bit all over the place, but I'm super excited to answer all of your questions, see what it's like to be a normal student, especially because both Thomas and I have moved around a lot. So yeah, well, we love to help. We know what situation you're in, so.
Perfect. So we're gonna start. So I'm gonna start by asking some of our questions that we made, and then afterwards you're gonna be able to ask more of your questions. So the first question I've got for you,
Yes.
is what made you choose Holt, Boston?
For sure. Well, I think there are a lot of reasons that factored in. Firstly, I studied in Canada before coming to Halt, but I knew I didn't want a typical school. I knew I was interested in business, and I knew that I wanted to be surrounded by people similar to me, and that I didn't just stand out just because I was international and spoke more than one language. So those were some things that I knew I wanted. And then I talked to my high school counselor, and she was like, yeah, you're not gonna find that. And I was like, well, let me search. And I found Halt, and it ticked all my boxes, so yeah.
Yeah, I think you found exactly it. Perfect. So I'm gonna go to our second question. Do you have any advice to students thinking of moving to Boston? How easy was making friends?
Okay, first piece of advice is come to Acceptance Students Weekend, or go to campus, or go to the closest campus you have, so you can really get a feel and see how comfortable you can be. And then to find friends, it's so easy. You don't even need to worry about it. Boston is such a student town. You can have friends from all the schools, and it's just, yeah, you'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, I completely agree with the come to Accepted Student Weekend.
Yeah. Did you?
No, I missed it, and
Yeah.
I saw the difference when everyone knew each other and everything.
Because I met Alessa there.
Yeah.
She gave the previous webinar, and we've become best friends ever since. So.
Yeah, a lot of people knew each other and looked nice.
So come.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
But you can still make it if you didn't come. Don't worry. Perfect. So I'm gonna go to our next question. How have you done any internships?
Whew! Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's one of the things that I wanted to force myself to do and get out of my comfort zone, was intern as much as possible and get as much outside classroom experience. So in the summer, I was a market research intern for Halt Founders Lab, which is our incubator with Professor Totterman, and that led me to my past internship at Acción East, which is a nonprofit microfinance lender who are amazing. And yeah, I've been applying for the summer. I have 2 offers. So if anyone has any questions about internships, it's an interesting journey, but so worth it.
Yeah, totally agree. And how did Holt help you in general regarding your internships?
Yeah, so it's a lot about connections. So the internship I did over the summer, I was interviewing people, and one of the people I interviewed was my past boss at Acción. So it's all about career services, using your professor's network, and yeah, really establishing yourself.
Yeah, networking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. What's a typical day like at Holt?
So it varies a lot depending on the students, depending on what year you're in, what classes you have. You can kind of make your schedule. For my preferred schedule is having mostly morning classes, but so last semester I had to adjust it because I was interning 2 days. So I took 2 classes, 2 days of classes and 2 days of internships, and then yeah, it's just get up, go to school, work out, do a lot of group projects, and just we have Halt House here, so there's a dorm and a community feel. It's really fun.
I would say try to network also at night. I know a lot of our friends are going to Venture Cafe, which is not too far, and places to network at.
Yeah, so the thing I love about Halt is business. It's not something you do in the classroom and then outside. It's ingrained in all of us, so we'll be networking even at a party or something. So yeah.
Always. Perfect. Next question. What would you say it is the most significant difference between Holt and other American universities? Big question.
Oof!
Easy to
So
answer,
many. Yeah. Well, I think you need to be sure that you know that Halt is not your typical school. You need to be aware that you're not going to have like the American college experience with like the football games, because the way I saw it, it's like college is an investment of money, and I want to make the best use out of it and not like, it's fine if you want to go watch football games or stuff like that, but I'd rather be surrounded by people who all have the same goal and who can like propel me to the next level. So I think a big thing is that it's small. Like, you'll know a lot of people, but it's not your typical college experience. So I think that's the biggest difference.
Return on investment, huh?
Yeah,
A
ROI.
Yes, a real business student. How close is the school to the city, and what are your favorite things to do here?
Easy. So I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a bridge, and if you walk across it, it's like a 5-minute walk.
Yeah.
You're in Boston. So it's like really close. We have the T, which is like the metro and the train station outside, and you can Uber anywhere. You're connected super easily. We're kind of in the middle of everything, so it's great. But we're not in the city, so you don't get like weird city vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
And then my favorite thing to do is go to Chinatown, eat with my friends. I also love going to other colleges. Like, I was able to make friends at like other schools, BC, BU, Harvard, MIT, and that's one thing Halt really gives you, is because our community's small, you get to like really explore other campuses and schools.
Yeah, 5-minute walk. That's a 5-minute walk.
Or a run.
Yes. What opportunities are there for students to develop their personal entrepreneurial spirits?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the stats out there show that Halt has the highest percentage of students graduating with a company, which really attracted me to come here, because there's a lot of like an entrepreneurial vibe and everyone's just trying to push themselves. So that was one of the stats that really stood out to me, and I just became the VP of Halt Founders Lab, which is our incubator, which I interned with over the summer. And it's really fun because we get to really make something out of nothing and have real work experience as a club.
What would you say has been your favorite class at Holt Boston?
Oof, this is a hard one. This is a hard one. I mean, I think the one that stood out to me the most, which I always talk about, shout out to Professor Bob, is Global 101. It's called Exploring Self and Society. And in each Halt campus, it's different. Here, we obviously explore like Boston society, and as well as learning about yourself. There's like strength finders, but I really liked it because it's a great intro to the city where you're in, and you get to learn like strengths about yourself. We do a lot of testings, like strength finders and
so trying to find yourself.
And then we'd also do field trips. So one of my best experiences was we went midnight bike riding from midnight to 6 a.m. around the whole city. It was crazy.
Stopped at a diner.
Yeah, 24-hour diner, and that's just one of my favorite memories. And that happened first semester. So.
Yeah, personally, if I can say my personal favorite class, if you have the chance to take it in the next few years, is critical thinking with Professor McCarthy.
Oh.
Yeah, he was an inspiration, I would say, and we use him everywhere. You're gonna see him around if you ever come.
Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to say is our professors, like 50% of them have their own company and they like sold it or something, and they're just teaching because they love teaching. Yeah. But they're like actual business people who were so successful that they're like here teaching us and sharing their knowledge.
Yeah, their own experiences and everything. Yeah.
So it's not a textbook learning.
Perfect. So, what are your plan after graduation?
I want you to answer this one too.
Okay.
Because I don't.
Perfect.
So my plan is, like I said before, I'm gonna do a joint master's degree just because Holt offers such a good package, and I'm selling this. Sorry, but these are like all the points that sold Holt to me, that you can do your master's degree within like a year to 6 months. And that's something that not many schools offer, especially you can do your undergrad in 3. And that's one thing that I'm for sure going to take advantage of. I'm probably going to go to San Francisco and just explore the other campuses. Then, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, me personally, I'll try to work for a year and then might do like you, come back and try to do my MFin or something in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
I agree with you. To be finished with our studies and everything. What are some of your big challenges when studying at Holt?
Ooh, okay. So if we, like I said before, if we were to compare it to another school, it's not the typical college experience, which is perfectly fine by me, and I love it. But sometimes you go to other colleges and you're like, oh, like there's just a different vibe and just so many people, and I really like that. But so I think that's a little challenge that I had to get used to, because it's not typical. But yeah, what would you say is yours?
Exactly like you. The
Really?
fact that it's small but at the end we still like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And we also have master's students. So like a big chunk of our population here in Boston is master's students. So you still get that big school vibe. Yeah. And
you
it's
still
cool.
you still talk with the masters and everything.
And they have so much more work experience than we do, and you become friends, and then they're actually the ones like recommending you to get a job or something. So you're networking while having fun.
Yeah, I still talk with my master friend because they're here only for 1 year, and I still talk with my master friends from last year, which one particularly, he did his MBA and now he works for EF London. But yeah, I still talk to him and planning some vacations and everything together.
No way.
Yeah. So next one, what kind of professor do you have, and what is the relationship between students? Yes.
Well, like I said before, we're like pretty close to our professors, to all of them. Their network becomes our network, and like if you become close to them, it's just amazing because you have like a mentor you get to see daily. They're pretty cool, and yeah, they have businesses and just real work experience. So.
Yeah, a massive network, I would say, all of them, because like you said, they just sold most of the time their companies. They wanted more, and
yeah. Well, the talk we had today, the VP of Global Career Services, she was a venture capitalist, and she was like super influential, but she decided that she was done making money for others and like inspiring, like just keep on doing the same thing, and that she changed and came to Halt to like give the new generation opportunities.
Yeah, inspiring talk. Yeah. Do you have any advice for adventurous students?
Ooh, come to Halt.
Yes.
It's gonna be an adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Keep an open mind, but go to everything you can, every challenge, even the things that like scare you. Go to events where you don't know anyone. Those are actually the most, like the ones you get the most out of.
Yeah. And if I can promote a little bit the Boston campus, come to
Boston,
because you've got so many great opportunities in this city, meeting new people and everything.
And we're still establishing it.
Yeah.
Like we're still defining the Boston campus because we're new. So you get to have an impact.
Yes, that's it. Okay. How is the student life at Holt?
Amazing. You can get as involved or as little involved as you want, which is fun because you can be really independent. But yeah, you'll always know someone you'll run into.
Yeah. I think creating clubs too.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So many clubs.
Yeah.
Sign ups for every club you can.
Yeah. Some people just sign up one name after the other when it's sign up day.
Yeah.
And they end up meeting so many people. Yeah.
Especially because the clubs are mixed with the master students, so you get to meet them very easily.
And okay, we're talking a little bit about clubs. How do you create a club?
You can either take it over from the last presidents.
Yeah.
My co-president Sanya and I from Women Plus in Business, we took it over. But then, did you did the?
I created one too.
Yeah.
At the beginning of last year, and it's really not difficult, honestly. We just have to sign up, propose our idea, and they try to match you with other clubs if your idea
is too similar.
Yes, exactly. But if your idea is good, they're gonna let you do it, and then you pitch yourself if you want to try to have any money from the school.
Yeah.
And and then you're on your mission to creating the most impact in the school.
And then you need to have a Shark Tank pitch.
Yes, to get money.
Student services to see how much money you can get.
Yeah, that's a good concept.
Yeah.
So you need to pitch your
club.
Yes, your club, just like if you were pitching to a VC, venture capital firm. go read about it if you don't know it yet.
Learn all the business
Yes.
lingo.
But and then you receive money based on this.
Yeah.
Under your performance. Okay. Another question: how's the support system for students from less fortunate backgrounds, like financially and emotionally, in funding their studies at home and abroad?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome question.
That's a question from the webinar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys. So we have a counselor service with 2 amazing counselors. They're always here every day of the week, and you can like pop in or like make an appointment with them, which is amazing. And then in regards with financial aid, I'm not super sure.
Yeah.
There are a lot of scholarships, so you should for sure apply. But one of the things I love about Halt is that they're not discriminating to international students.
Yeah.
It's one fee.
It would be hard, 'cause
and that's
we're all-
it. Yeah,
we're all,
international,
yes.
but it's like a lot of U.S. schools you'll see like in-state, like domestic student, and then international, which is like 5 times the price. But here we're all in the same boat, and I really love that.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah, it shows that we're like all valued.
Yeah, and if you're not sure, I know there's a lot of scholarships and stuff like this. Apply for it. You have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
And if you get it, congrats, and put it on your LinkedIn page. How's life outside campus?
Life, woof.
Yeah, sorry. It was
No.
Quick question.
I was just thinking, what am I doing outside campus? So, because like I said before, it's small, so you get outside a lot if you want other things. So I went to and I'm gonna go back to my previous point of going to an event alone. So I went to an event at the Wing, which is a female co-working space. It's amazing, alone, and then for 3D printing for young kids between 7 and 10. I'm obviously not that age, but I wanted to see the place. And then I went there, and then I love the foundation because we teach young girls about STEM through 3D printing to like lower the gender gap in STEM. And now, I went to their conference, met the co-founders, which are amazing, became Forbes 30 under 30, and now I'm the VP of the Harvard MIT Academy.
Nothing else.
it's the little connections that you'll make, and you don't need to be a Harvard or MIT student to get those opportunities. You really just need to put yourself out there, and Halt helps you by not holding your hand the whole way. Because we're not all interdependent. So you get to really explore for yourself. It's pretty laissez-faire.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think that's the trick. Explore.
Get out there.
Yeah. Go to events and
Yeah.
stuff like this. Perfect. So, what was the thing that you did not appreciate during your studies at Holt University?
That I didn't appreciate.
Yeah, that's another question from.
Well, I think a thing we all take as a given is that it's so international. For me, we've mostly been in international schools, of both of us, so it's kind of a given. But then we go to other colleges, especially here in Boston, and you really see the lack of diversity.
It's crazy.
It's insane. One of my friends and I, we were at a party and we played a game to see if we could find a person who spoke another language. And here, if everyone speaks another language, here you can't find someone who doesn't. So yeah, I think it's the difference of just mindset.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? Far.
Whew. Let me get my goals out.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
3 years.
Growth mindset.
Yes. Halt teaches you about growth mindset. I'll have had my master's in data analytics. Hopefully, I'm working back in Asia, in Singapore, at either a VC firm or as a consultant, working with social entrepreneurial companies, and then running a business on the side.
Yes, for sure, because you're Jess.
Yeah.
Good. I'll answer this one actually.
Yeah.
So I see myself going back to Canada.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll come visit you.
Yes, in the cold.
Oof.
I working in an investment bank company, and working hard and thinking about coming back to see my friends.
Yes, please.
Perfect. Traveling all around the
world.
world.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things that Halt gives you. It's free housing anywhere you go because your friends are everywhere, so you can literally go to Kazakhstan and you'll have 5 places where you can stay.
Yeah, totally agree. even people that don't come from those countries sometimes.
Or
like,
even people who
houses
aren't
and-
in your campus, like
Yeah.
they'll know someone from like the London campus and they can connect you. So
Yeah.
it's an incredible international network.
Totally agree. Next one.
Yeah.
Where do you live? Tell us about student housing.
Well, let me introduce you to
Yes.
my favorite RA right here.
Yes.
So Thomas is a resident assistant at Hult House, which is like our new dorm building, and it's amazing. Like we said before, masters and undergrads are super mixed, which you can hardly find at any other school, and that's to our advantage, undergrads. And yeah, do you want to talk a bit more about that? I live in the 9th floor. You're on the 7th.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I live also in Hult House. If you didn't understand,
Sorry.
Yeah, and yeah, I think it's a big advantage to live over there. I mean, you have everything.
You're constantly networking.
Yes, all the clubhouse. People who live there become a lot closer from the community, and I see this also with the people living outside. I see the opposite. Like I see people like they know everyone, but they don't know them as well. If you live in the same building, you wake up beside them and everything.
You work out to each other.
Yes, you eat all the time with each other, and you do your laundry with each other also.
Yeah.
And
Like you see them at the best and at the worst, which is
Yes.
any dorm, but it's
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah,
I highly recommend staying in the dorm.
Yeah.
At least your first year. You have to, but like even if you wouldn't, I'd recommend
yeah,
it.
just beside the school and everything. Yeah. I personally in first year I arrived to Holt. I didn't stay in the accommodation, and it really I didn't meet as much people as the others did. Perfect. Is the housing affordable?
Ooh. Well.
Yes. Well, it's not affordable. It's the common price.
Yeah, it's a competitive price. in
Yes,
Boston.
that's it. Exactly. Boston is not a cheap city, but it's the same as
But
the other.
again, I think it's important to think of it as an investment.
Yeah.
Like you're through the people you're meeting in the residence and outside the residence, you won't meet them otherwise, and you don't know where they'll be in 5 to 10 years too. So like maybe the random neighbor you said hi to and like did laundry with turns out to be like the CEO of PepsiCo.
Yeah.
Well, because you were roommates, you'll be able to get to know them. So it's a long-term investment.
Have you guys had any experience with the London campus or know anybody who has studied there?
I think you should answer this.
Yes. But start and I'll go after.
Yeah, no. So everyone's constantly rotating. Not everyone, but like there's a 50%.
Yeah,
50% of
there's a lot of
students
people,
rotate campuses. And we'll know people from literally every campus or someone who knows that person. So it's really small.
Yeah. Personally, my girlfriend rotated from the London campus to here for this year.
Because they met in Shanghai,
Yes.
which is one of our other campuses, summer campuses.
Yes.
Yeah.
This summer I spent my summer in Dubai and Shanghai. Amazing
With Halt.
experiences. Yes, with Halt. Amazing experience. If you finally come to Holt, recommend it all the way. And that's where I met her. Thank you for
You're welcome.
exposing
We love you,
it.
Monica.
Yes, that's it. Next one. What was the hardest thing moving from home?
From home.
Yes.
Ooh.
For you, it wasn't really
Yeah,
hard
no.
because you've done it all your life. But
Yeah. I don't think I'm good at answering this question. Oh, but I'll relate it because I've moved 13 times. My parents are actually moving right now from the
Again.
Dominican Republic to Bahamas. So change has been a constant thing for me. But I've always been the only person who's moved that much. It's been crazy to find people like that. And then turns out there are 4 other kids just like me here at Halt. So we all have the same TCK. It's called third culture kids. We all have the same problems and we relate to each other. So that was pretty nice. But moving, I transitioned from Canada to here, so it wasn't really a big change.
Yeah, and I think if I can come up on this
Yeah.
question a little bit, everyone's moving from somewhere else around the world.
No one's from Boston.
Yes, almost. I know one person, literally.
But you came from Monaco, so how was your experience?
Yes. Well, it was not that difficult because I moved from Montreal to over there, so it was that was the first time and that was the hardest time. But I saw so many people who found it hard, but the fact that everyone's
going through it, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So you all talk about it this city is so cold. Yeah, we all feel the same way. We all come from hot countries, and
Yeah, and we're all freezing.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Like, what type of boots do I need to buy? What type of gloves? do I need-
especially in Boston, like
Yeah.
there's so many people like you wherever you
Yeah.
come from. Like it's such a huge student city.
Yeah.
Like the Targets during move-in season are empty.
Mm,
So go do your shopping early because there's so many like fresh students coming in buying things for their dorm and everything.
yeah. So next one.
Yes.
Where do you think you'd be if you wouldn't be have?
Come to Halt.
Yes, exactly. Sorry.
Oof. I don't know. Where would I
No?
be? I mean, I'm so glad I found Halt
Yeah.
because my other options didn't really convince me. But yeah, I'd probably be in Europe,
Mm.
but I'm happy I'm in North America.
What were your other options?
So my top choice was the University of Amsterdam.
Okay.
Yeah. And then University of Miami. So like different ones, but Halt was like I said, ticked all the boxes.
Yeah. Okay. I won't understand this one because it was Holt.
Yeah.
Always Holt.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's true. I didn't apply anywhere else.
Yeah.
I
Well, you
transferred from-
transferred. He
yeah, I
transferred.
so I knew.
So we have a lot of transfer students
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them because it's normal to not be sure when you arrive to university, and when you come from another place, it's you know what you want out of this experience, and just like you,
Yeah.
Holt was ticking every box.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Last one.
Yeah.
Last one. Perfect. Do you have any recommendation to make your
Yes.
whole journey
Yes.
as good as possible?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Go
I
for it.
thought of the question
Wow.
was before you come to Halt. Get your LinkedIn.
Yes.
Start making connections with your connections at home. Start using your parents' connections to make connections.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be easier to make connections in person on LinkedIn than once you're away. You're always going to be able to, but I recommend start building your network now.
Yeah. Ask her a question. You can connect with her on LinkedIn.
Connect with me,
Yes.
Jessica Lozano Schmitt.
Yes.
Please do. With Thomas too. And what advice do you have?
LinkedIn.
No, okay, don't
no,
copy me.
No, but this one's a real one because I had it before, and people when they arrived they didn't have
Yeah, I didn't have it.
anything. But yeah, we said it a lot during the webinar. But go out there, put yourself out there, go meet people.
Get as uncomfortable. I
Yes.
think. Okay, two pieces of advice, and then you add it.
Yeah.
So be over prepared always. You need to be the person who's most prepared in the room.
Yes.
Even coming into college, start strong, and then be over prepared and be the person who's most uncomfortable. Always be surrounded by smarter people than you. Thomas is much smarter. He has done so many amazing things, but I always be uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. That's how you learn at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And in Boston, you've got the chance. So that's gonna be it. We're gonna, if I understood well, we're gonna close this webinar. I hope we answered all your questions.
It was a pleasure to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have literally any questions for us.
Yeah.
And
LinkedIn her, Jessica Lozano.
LinkedIn him,
Yeah.
Thomas Moore.
Yeah, Thomas James Moore, not
Yeah.
LinkedIn the full name. And see you next time.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely evening.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.